Yes, good morning, students. So today we are going to start with something new. I hope before that, I hope you all are happy and healthy at your places. So we'll be starting something new today. So we'll see what that is after this activity that we'll be doing. Yes, I have this game for you where you will be searching the word search battle basically it is. So you will be searching different words that you can see the yes, there are different words that are there. Basically, different eating things that we eat, eatable things. Yes, very good. Yes, we can see. Yes, you can write your responses in the comment section below. Yes, we can see here avocado is there. Yes, avocado we can see. Yes, right. What others can you see? Yes, tell me one by one. Yes, we also have grains here. Yes, yes, grains and avocado we can see, right? Yes, very good students. You can see beans as well. So there in this line we have beans in that way. Yes, beans. Beans are also there. Yes, very good students. You have found difficult that the words that are there in this game. We can see broccoli as well here. Yes, broccoli can also be seen, right? So these are like multiple words that are there in this game, which we eat. Like there, pork is also there. Yes. So I hope you all are also able to find these words that are there. So we'll be moving forward from here now. Yes. Now when you look at this picture, I'll just move myself a bit so you'll be able to look at it carefully, properly. Yes. So you can see that there are two animals. What do they eat according to you? Yes. So we have in this, we can say the sheep is eating grass, right? So this sheep will be eating grass and this fox we would say, but it will be eating. Fox eats fruits also and it eats the meat also. Yes, the flesh also of other animals. So what do you think? We should put them in different categories or they should be kept in the same category? What do you think should happen? You can write your responses in the comment section below. I'll be giving you time of 5 seconds to do that. Yes. So I hope you are able to do that now. If you have put them in different categories or not. Okay, you are saying that one is grass eating, the other is flesh eating, or we can say the meat eating, right? So we'll just check if that is true or not. Yes, so animals cannot make their own food, that we have known by now because we have discussed about these things prior to this session as well. Yes, so animal cannot make their own food. They depend on ready-made food, or we can say depend on others for their food. This ready-made food that we're talking about is the food that comes from either from plants or from other animals basically. So we human beings are also in the category of animals only, right? We don't have any doubt about that. So we obtain the food like dash 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 and dash from plants. So you will be filling these blanks that what type of foods do you obtain from plants. Yes, we eat. Yes, we obtain foods like legumes, vegetables, fruits. Yes, from plants. Yes, certain. Very good. Certain crops that are also there, they will be uh, the food that we are obtaining from the plant itself. Yes, and the food like dash, dash, and dash are obtained from animals. Yes. So what do you get from animals? We have discussed this in the game that we have been studying, that we just did, the activity that we just performed. We did edit there, and there were different words belonging to, some are from the plant category and some are from the products that we are getting from the animals also. Yes, and the food like cheese, milk, pork. Yes. What other? And meat. Yes, very good. So there are different type of animal products as well that we are utilizing to gain energy or to have like them as a food product. Yes. So we depend on plants and animals both for our diet. So what do you think? What could be the different categories of these animals? One who are dependent on grass only, one who are dependent on both the plants and the animals, and the other, the third category, those who are dependent on the animals only and not on plants. So what do you think? They should be kept in the same category, or we should be dividing them in three different categories? We'll be looking at that in our next slide. Yes. Now, if we talk about that category, so on the basis of the food habits that different organisms have, we have divided them into three categories. So those who are eating, who are dependent on their food for their food on the plants only, we have kept them under the category of herbivores. Yes. And if you talk about omnivores, the first we should discuss about the carnivores. So for if you talk about carnivores, then yes, then those who are dependent on plants, those who are solely dependent on animals as food product, they will be kept in the category of carnivores. Yes. So if you talk about omnivores, that is the third category. That are those organisms which are dependent on plants and animals both for their diet or for their food. That the energy they're getting the energy from both the herbivores and carnivores basically. So we have different examples also. So in the category of herbivores, we have rabbit here. Then we have this goat here. They are herbivores. They are solely dependent on herbs, or we can say the plants, for their diet, for the food, the energy they are using. And if we talk about the omnivores, the example would be the pig, the omnivore bear. Yes, they are the example of omnivores because they are dependent on both the plants and the animals for their food. And if we talk about the third category, that is carnivore, then we have lion. Yes, because they are dependent on the meat for their food. Yes, so we'll be moving forward. I hope you are also able to divide them, the organisms, into three different categories on the basis of their food habits now. Yes, so the first category that we are going to discuss separately about is the herbivores basically. So I have also already discussed this with you as well. So herbivorous comes from the word herbivorous comes from the Latin word that is herba, which means green plants. And that's what herbivorous animals eat all the time. That is grass, leaves and other plants. Herbivores are plant eaters. Herbivores are also called as herbivorous. The herbivores organisms, they are also called as herbivorous animals basically. Those animals which are solely dependent on grass, leaves and other plants for their food. They are being kept under the category of herbivore. So I hope this is clear to you now, that we have already discussed this earlier as well. Yes, now you will be giving answer to these simple questions which you must be clear by now. So the first question would be that food consists of many nutrients. Try to recall and list them below. Yes, you will be trying to recall the nutrients that we have already discussed the chapter that was related to the nutrients that are there in the food. You will be trying to recall that and list them below according to the list. Yes, I'll give you 10 seconds to do that. Yes, so carbohydrates are one of the nutrients that are there in the food. Yes, proteins, vitamins, minerals. Yes, very good. Then fats are also there. Yes, very good students, you have done well. So these are the type of nutrients that are present in the food. Yes, for the second question, that is the question is asking that what I am: carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, both A and B. Yes, that I am asking that what I am. If I talk about myself, then what do you think I am? A carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, or both A and B? Yes. Humans will be included in what category? The category of carnivores, herbivores, or omnivores? Or both carnivores and herbivores? That depicts the third category. That is the name of the third category, which you must be knowing by now. That I'll give you 5 seconds to give your responses in the comment section below. Yes, so the answer to this question would be omnivore, because that is the third category which includes both the organisms that are having both the characteristic of herbivores and carnivores, because they are dependent on for their food on animals and plants both. That is the third category, that is omnivores. So humans are included in the omnivorous category. So we'll be moving forward and we'll be discussing about the carnivores now. So a carnivore or a meat eater is an animal whose food and energy requirements derive solely from animal tissue. Solely from animal tissue is the point which should be kept in mind. So mainly muscle, fat and other. Those organisms which are dependent on animal tissue, mainly muscle, fat and other, they are being kept under the category of carnivores. Carnivores are meat eaters. Carnivores are also being termed as carnivorous animals. I hope these are now clear to you. You can give certain examples to me now. Yes. Lion, tiger. Yes, very good. So these are some of the examples of carnivorous animals. So we'll be moving forward and you will be giving answer to these questions, that carnivores are meat eaters. Is it a true statement or a false statement? We have just discussed this, so this must be pretty easy for you now. I'll give you 5 seconds to give response to this question. Yes. So this statement, the answer to this statement would be true statement, because we have just read that carnivores are meat eaters and they are kept under the category of carnivorous animals basically. Yes. So lion, tiger, frog, vulture is carnivores. Yes. So if you talk about lion, tiger, frog, and vulture, so do you think they should be kept under the category of carnivores, for herbivores or omnivores? Yes, or both A and B. Yes, so the right answer to this question will be A, carnivore, because lion, tiger, frog, and vulture are carnivores. They are dependent on muscle, fat, and the other tissues of the animals only. Yes, so the third category that we'll have to discuss is omnivores, which you must be pretty clear about now, but still we'll be going to explain more about it. So those animals which eat both plants and animals are called as omnivores. Thus, omnivores are plant eaters as well, and as well as the meat eaters. So omnivores are also called as omnivorous animals basically. Yes, I hope this is clear to you now, that omnivore is the third category of organisms, those who are dependent, those who are basically eating the plants as well and eating the animals as well. So they are kept under the category of omnivores. We humans are in this category. Because we eat the animals flesh, animal muscles as well. Yes, fat, that way we are intaking, and we eat the plants as well. We eat vegetables, fruits, yes, pulses we are eating. So that way we are under the category of omnivores only. Yes, now you will have to give answer to these two questions that are there. Why human being called an sorry, why human being called an why human is being called as an omnivore basically. We will be giving answer to this question. Yes, so why human beings are called as omnivores? You must be knowing the answer by now. Because we humans are dependent on both plants and animals for our survival, for our food products, for our nutrients basically. So we are being kept under the category of omnivores. Yes, so dog is omnivore, true or false? Yes, you'll be thinking about it, whether you have noticed any dog eating something that is a plant product and something that is an animal product. So dog should be kept under the category of omnivore or carnivore or herbivore. On the basis of that, you will be choosing the true or false statement. Yes, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. Yes. So the answer to this statement will be true. That dog is an omnivore basically, because we give food products like that are food plant based to the dog as well, and also the animal based product as well. So just like us, dogs are also omnivores. We'll be moving forward from here now. Yes, now match the animals with its classification. Sorry about this. Yes, match the animals with its classification according to its diet. Yes. Now, who do you think they are? Which out of them is carnivore? Yes, you'll write your responses in the comment section below. Yes, grasshopper. Very good. Grasshopper is an herbivore. Very good. Monkey is also an omnivore. Very good. Some of them are, yes, sometimes an organism may be uh, in the category, sometimes some of the categories are that in the early stages they are carnivores, but later they become omnivores. This also happens in nature sometimes, because there is a level of uncertainty in nature. We cannot be certain about certain different particular things in nature sometimes. So pig is an omnivore. Yes, very good. So cow is an herbivore basically. House dog is an omnivore. Yes, very good students. So these are like different examples which you can also think upon later on also. So we'll be moving forward from here. Yes, now we have this picture in front of us, right? That says that sun, we are getting the plants are getting the energy from the sun basically. And this energy, how this energy is being transferred. To show this flow of energy, I have something from you for you as well. Yes, I hope you are able to see this. This is the flow of energy, how energy is being flowing from one topic level to another topic level. That is topic level basically the sequence in hierarchy. So different order of hierarchy. So one place here. This is first topic level. This is the second. Then this is the third, and this is the fourth. I'll be zooming myself a bit so that you'll be able to see it clearly. Yes, I hope this is clear to you now. Yes. So if we talk about the energy transfer here. So first energy was taken by the plants from the sun, then this energy is being transferred to the second trophic level, that is having the herbivores basically, and these herbivores are being taken up by, being eaten by carnivores, raccoon and this snake being carnivores in this particular food chain basically, or food web we would say this. Yes. So they are being eaten. The energy is being transferred from herbivores to carnivores. Now from carnivores, this energy is being transferred to the omnivores basically. So that is at the top tertiary level, that is the top level of the hierarchy. So there is this rule of 10% which is operating in the ecosystem, that only 10% of energy is being transferred from one trophic level to the another trophic level. So if we talk about here, if the 100% energy is there in this trophic level, then from that 100% only the 90% of the energy will be lost in the form of heat, and only 10% of energy will be transferred to the upper trophic level, or to the second layer of the trophic level we could say. And from here, if we started with 1000 joule, then from here it will be just be having 100 joules, and from out of these 100 joules 90% will be lost in the form of heat, and 10% of the energy will be transferred to the next trophic level, that is towards the carnivores basically, that is 10 joules of energy. Yep. After that, then after this 10 joules of energy is being, this energy is being transferred to the topmost tertiary level, we can say, of omnivores basically. Then the 10% of energy which is left is 0.1 joule. So this is how the energy is being transferred in the ecosystem from one trophic level to the another, from basically from autotrophs to heterotrophs, or we also say producer to consumers, or we can say from the plants who are producers, then from autotrophs to herbivores to carnivores, then to omnivores basically. So this 10% rule was given by Raymond Linman, which state that 10% of energy is going to transfer only, and rest of the energy is going to be lost in the form of heat. So I hope you understand the flow of energy better with this. Sorry for that. For the model that I showed you. Okay, so we'll be moving forward. Yes. So plant use the energy of sun prepared by food for photosynthesis. Yes, these plants are eaten by herbivores and omnivores, and carnivores eat herbivores as food. So carnivores are dependent on herbivores for food, and plants are dependent on sun, and herbivores are dependent on plants basically. So in this way, it is the energy of the sun which provides food for plants and animals basically. So I hope this is clear to you now. So now we'll do a quick recap of things. So what we have discussed today. So today we have tried to divide the organisms on the basis of their eating habits into three main categories. That is into herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. So in the category for herbivores, we can see the deer, the rabbit. Yes, the who is that? The zebra, I would say. That is the animal which I am also not aware of. So you can tell me that after searching it up. And then elephant is also there in the category of herbivores. Basically those animals who are dependent on plants for their food and for the energy that they are having after the digestion of that food. And the second category was of carnivores. So carnivores are basically the animals which are dependent on other animals for their food and energy. So the example is seal is there, then lion is there, fox is there. Yes, so different animals are there work under the category of carnivores. Yes, and the third category that we have discussed about is omnivores basically. So omnivores are the organisms which are dependent on both plants, we can say grass, fruits, vegetables, and also on animals, different type of meats that are there for the food or energy that we are getting. So we humans are also in the category of omnivores. Bear is there in the category of that. Then we have pig as well in the category of omnivores. So I hope this is all clear to you now. Yes, now for the homework, you will be doing two questions and this activity that is in front of you. Yes, the first question that you'll have to do is that what is the scientific name of the animal which are only meat eaters, only plant eaters, both plant and meat eaters? Yes, you will be giving the answer to this question in your homework. Yes, and the second question is you will classify the following into herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores: lion, man, dog, goat, crow, elephant, snake, hawk, rabbit, deer. So you'll be finding out in which category that these animals belong to, and you'll be stating those and making a list of the categories of animals that are belonging to herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores from out of these animals that are provided here. So after that, this activity that you have to do is what is the type of food and mode of feeding of the following animals. Write down your observation in the given table. You may find the list of mode of feeding given below the table helpful. Yes. So the name is snail, ant, eagle, hummingbird, like then mosquito, butterfly, housefly. You will be finding the kind of food they have and the mode of feeding that they are opting to. Yes. So these are the different activities that we'll have to do. That mode of the feeding is also mentioned here, is also mentioned by me for so that it will be helpful to you. That's scraping, chewing, siphoning, then capturing, swallowing, sponging, and sucking. These are the different feeding habits that different animals are having that are there in the list. So you will be finding out which feeding habit is matching with which organism and the kind of food they are eating basically. So this is all for today. So I hope you have got the concept that which I tried to teach you today. So this is all about it. I hope you have got it, and thank you for being a good support and being here with me till the end. And if there are any queries that you want to discuss about, and if there are any difficulty that you don't know the concept of something that I have taught today, then you can write your queries in the comment section below. I'll be surely looking at them. I will be discussing them with you and will try to respond to your queries soon. Yes, thank you students. So we'll be meeting again with a new interesting lesson, a new interesting topic to be discussed. Till then, stay healthy and happy, and thank you so much.